Hello, YouTubers. We're going to do a quick update today because it's sort of an exciting week coming up. We have Tesla reporting earnings after market close tomorrow, as well as Bitcoin kind of doing some bipolar shit right now. So I figured I'm going to start with Tesla first. Let's take a look. So this is the 4-hour chart. Let's start with the 1 hour. So Tesla's obviously closed at their all-time high today, even though, excuse me, even though it closed lower than it opened today, the close was still its all-time high. So this is a very bullish sign. It's clearly breaking out. And in fact, I think the people who sold here are going to be very, very sad and disappointed tomorrow, especially after hours. And if they took short positions here, say a prayer for them because heaven help them. So here on the 4 hour, you can see what I drew here. We were forming a pennant ever since the beginning of the month, and we broke out of that like 2 days ago. And one of the fundamentals of TA, technical analysis, and trading is you never, ever, ever short a breakout. You either buy the retest or you just buy the breakout, but what you do not do is sell, because this is, especially at all-time highs, when we don't have any historical price reference to show where its upward bounds are, it's incredibly dangerous. And this line here is where I thought it would traditionally go if it came from a breakout, because what you would do is, this is a bull pennant, and what you would do is take the neck, the vertical length of the neck, and you kind of put it at where the breakout happened, and you kind of get an idea of where the price is going to end up. It's 944 right here. If you can consider the breakout here, it's about 967. So I actually have some sell orders here, but my sell orders extend all the way up to 150, because I have a feeling with the way the markets are right now, and it's being driven by momentum traders and Robinhooders, and the institutional players are not as in control. I believe that the price can go a lot higher than it should. We can talk about GameStop, but I'm not. But that's one example. So this is Rob Maurer's channel, if you don't already know, but he's an incredibly good analyst and YouTuber that talks specifically about Tesla. And I just wanted to go over this is an earnings preview. If you have any interest in fundamentals, please go check that video out. But if you don't, I just want to go over some of the main important points that I think that Tesla is not only going to show year-over-year improvement, but they're probably going to have a beat, which will cause the price to go up dramatically, I believe. So if you look over to this section here, this is the analyst. So this is actually numbers that Tesla compiled of all the analysts tracking them and what their estimates are going to be, the average of all their estimates. And this is Rob Maurer's. And they're very similar most of the way. We don't have to get into the differences because they're so similar. But what I wanted to show was that Tesla delivered an all-time high of 139,000 cars in, 139,000. No, they delivered 180,000 cars in Q4, 139,000 in Q3. So they had a quite a bit of an increase quarter over quarter, and year over year was 61%, and that led to a 45% increase in total sales revenue. And what the most important number we all want to see is the gross profit. It's actually up 90%. Now, how is it that they've increased sales by about 45%, but their profit has gone up 90%? It's because of something called leverage. Now, when they're building out infrastructure, things like the supercharging network, those are one-time costs, right? And so it's factored into the cost. It factors into a cost in previous quarters, but as you move forward, those costs no longer get added into your balance sheet or your earnings, but you can utilize them for size. So once those costs are done, you have the network there and you'll be able to use it. But the sales per unit of car actually gets you more profit. So you get 90% profit for Q4, which is fantastic, 2.2 billion. This is basically the important thing that the street's looking for. That'll move the price, right? The street's thinking it's going to be 77 cents per share, earnings per share. Rob thinks it's 86. So I've seen anywhere between 64 cents to 86 cents on the high end. That's basically what the street's going to look for in terms of earnings. But what I thought was really interesting was I think 2019 Tesla ended their year with about 65 cents earnings per share. But what's amazing was that was before their share price, before they did the 5-for-1 split. So if you think about the earnings per share today, it is still around, 77 to 68 cents per share. So not only have they increased earning per share, but if you think about it, if you go back to pre-split, it's actually the earnings per share is actually 5 times as much. So Tesla is just on fire, and I think a lot of analysts are going to change their minds about this company as soon as the earnings comes out tomorrow. So as far as trading goes, buy the breakout, put your stops. I would put your stops probably around the 860 level, 850 to 860. I put your stops there. Buy the breakout here. Or you could come back for a retest because I think it's going to hit 900, come back down and retest this as support and then bounce back up. You never know. If you're going to trade it, that's how you should do it. I got into my positions actually quite a bit earlier on the 12-hour charts where I save all my buys and sells, and actually got into position at the low market, 804. So we'll see what happens. That's my swing trade for Tesla. And that's it for this. So we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't think he was promoting GameStop. I think he was promoting what the Reddit users were doing. Because yeah, it doesn't make sense that he would be promoting GameStop. I mean, he's not going to have a position in it, and like he's basically got no dog in the fight. But as far as what the Reddit users are doing, because he personally kind of despises Wall Street too, and so like he's probably like pretty giddy about what they're doing. And I just want to add one more thing. I actually like looking at parabolic assets on the log chart. You really don't want to look at this thing on a linear chart because it's not going to give you any details about previous price history. So I want to go log, and then you can actually see the real price moves. And what I just wanted to say that Tesla on the log chart has been bouncing off this long-term support since April, since the big dip. And seeing as how it's already moved like 8x in the past 12 months, if it was to fall back, I'm not saying it will, if it was to fall back, I think in following this trend, it's going to fall back anywhere between the $600 to $700 mark. So if you're not in Tesla at all, you love this company, you want to invest, not trade it, but invest in it, I would definitely say do not chase. Wait for a pullback to around this area. It's a much safer buying position. And personally, I actually have most of my buy orders layered here between the 500 and 675 mark, because at some point the asset will pull back, and assuming that it does hit like say $1,000, that would be a 50% correction, which actually is not that scary, because historically Tesla. Let me see if I can go to cleaner. No, don't have a cleaner chart. But if historically Tesla, every year, every few months, 6 months, half a year, it'll go back down 30, 36, 50%. So this is very on trend with this, how the stock is, how volatile the stock is. I mean, just did a 50, a 40, and a 30. So yeah, I'd say if you want to invest in Tesla, wait for the pullback. So you could start dollar cost averaging in, I'd say around the mid 600s to 700s. And if you want to be kind of a penny pincher like me, wait for it to hit the 500s. There's really nothing to lose in my mind to wait for it to have a real pullback. I mean, you could always buy it on the way up for another rally, but you don't want to take the ride down. Okay, so thanks for watching, and that's the update for Tesla.